Hello everyone, welcome back to Real Cheesy, and Seasonal Shanty is finally finished. And now, we just have to wait until all the seasonals go to their respective islands. Although not confirmed, many people, including myself, have figured out which islands the seasonals will go. Westbang will be on Light Island, Fiddle will be on Fairy Island, Spirit will be on Fire Oasis, Monculus will be on Ethereal Island, Clavavera will be in Bone Island, Carolong will be on Magical Sanctum, and Bookworm will be on Psychic Island. But there's one seasonal that always bugs me out in terms of guessing which island will it go, and that's Viveine over here. Today, I'm going to be discussing some potential islands Viveine could go to, and then presenting some arguments and counter arguments as to why Viveine will go to these islands. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First up, we got Shugabush Island. The main argument here is that it's the only breeding island, meaning the islands that have breeding structures, that doesn't have a speculated seasonal. Seasonals usually go to breeding islands, so wouldn't it be weird if Viveine was in some sort of gimmick island? The second argument here is that Viveine just fits the vibe of Sugarbush Island, like the design. Even Viveine's flowers look like the leaves of Sugarbush Island, and Viveine's calm personality just fits the whole vibe here in Sugarbush Island. Now, the main counter argument here is that Shugabush Island is a collaboration with Christian Bush and is technically a cover of his song Love or Money. So they probably have a contract that they can't change the Shugabush Island song, which explains why they haven't updated the island for years, and this eliminates the possibility of Viveine on Shugabush Island, unfortunately. Due to this, I think Shugabush Island is the least likely of out of all of the islands we're discussing here. So moving on. Next up, we have Amber Island. One of the argument here lies in Viveine's bio. It says that it has a particular soft spot for winglings, and winglings are of course the critters of Amber Island. Here, these are the winglings. And seasonals often have teasers in their bio teasing which island they'll go to. The second argument is that during the April 2022 MSM Live, there was a part where they teased that Flower and Viveine might be in an island together. Flower is of course an Amber Island, so it makes a lot of sense if Viveine was on Amber Island. Now for the counter arguments. The first one is that it kinda goes against the point of Amber Island. The whole point of Amber Island is that all of the fire elementals from Dawn of Fire are now back and reunited. So wouldn't it be weird if a random monster that's not even in Dawn of Fire is in Amber Island? The second one is because of Edamame right here. I know they have different instruments. I think Edamame plays the tambourine while Viveine plays the maracas, but they still sound very similar. And it will be very weird if two monsters that sounds almost the same are on one island. Personally, I'm really mixed on this one. One side is like, yeah, Viveine's 100% on Amber Island, while the other side of me is like, no way if Viveine is going on Amber Island. I'm really mixed. I don't know what to say about Viveine on Amber Island. Next, we have a completely new island entirely that might be releasing this anniversary month or next year. Maybe we're struggling to figure it out which island Viveine will go because the island isn't even released yet. The counter argument here is why would they release a seasonal for an island that's not even released yet? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But honestly, I could see this being possible, like a completely new island. They release islands every time, so what's stopping them to releasing a new island where Viveine will go? So, which island do I think Viveine will go? Honestly, I have no idea. Viveine is really confusing, and there's a lot of arguments and counter arguments you could make for the islands we discussed, or maybe I'm just completely wrong and none of these islands are where Viveine will go. But that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below which island do you think Viveine will go. And until next time, goodbye.